bringing you the latest from Utah State University's Uinta Basin Regional Campus. This is Aggie Update. Now, here's your host, Bob Peterson.
Thanks for joining us today on Aggie Update on VTV Channel 6. A few announcements before we get to today's guest. Hey, 2013 Uinta Basin commencement's coming up pretty soon on April 27th. All those of you who are getting ready to graduate, please get a hold of Connie Johnson. Most of you know who she is, works out of our Vernal campus, and you could email her at connie.johnson@usu.edu if you're planning to graduate. She needs your name soon so we can get on the commencement list. Always a great thing, the graduation. This year it's going to be in Vernal at the middle school, April 27th at 4 p.m. We're excited to entertain our graduates this year. Also want to give a report on our recent Love Boat. It was called the Casino Royale this year, which our student council put on, and with helps with Josh Hunter and Leslie Jessup, and of course our student council. A wonderful event took place, and it was just a lot of fun. Our student council's done a great job in bringing activities for our students and the community. This is one that everybody looks for on an annual basis, with a lot of prizes to win. We had entertainment and a lot of food. So if you hear of Love Boat next year and other student council activities, make sure you join us. Lastly, we want to report on the summer science camp. That was a tremendous success last year. This will be our second annual summer science camp designed for our younger children, those who are in current 8th and 9th grade this year. That will take place June 5th and 6th, two-day event. Also for the current 6th and 7th graders at our local schools, they'll be invited to participate on June 3rd and 4th. Now, you'll want to know that information again. Just stay tuned. We're going to get word out to our local school students and their teachers about how to register. And you want to register soon because it's a very popular event, and we had a lot of fun with that last year. Second annual summer science camp at Utah State University, Uinta Basin. We're joined this week by Josh Hunter, Scholarship Coordinator at USU and Uinta Basin. Josh, nice to have you here.
It's great to be back.
You're a familiar face.
Very familiar.
He knows his way around the studio.
I feel very comfortable visiting with you.
We matched up blue shirts.
Mine's better looking.
We have a lot of fun, so just bear with us. We'll get through the interview. But seriously, Josh, you do wear a lot of hats, and scholarships is one that both you and I have a part of. But as the coordinator, you know, it's that time of year that we're going to talk about scholarships and that April 1st deadline. And it doesn't matter how long we talk about it, how often we talk about it. And if we put a great big scholarship sign here, we'll still miss somebody and telling them when the scholarship due dates are. Before we get to that discussion, remind our viewers just how you came about working at USU and your days here. I know you've been close around the same time I have, but give our our listeners, our viewers, an idea of what brought you out here.
I originally came out here from Lehigh. I graduated high school from Lehigh High, home of the Pioneers, and I came out here in '98 on a rodeo scholarship. And that's when we had a rodeo team out here, and so it's very fitting that we're talking about scholarships today and the power of a scholarship.
Were you recruited?
I was recruited by the then rodeo coach Dave Wolstenhume, and it was a great opportunity for me. I grew up in a rodeo family, so it was a great opportunity for me to come out here and do something I enjoyed, but also have the financial benefit of going to school and finishing my academic goals as well too. And the scholarships are what really enticed me to come out here. And since then, I've put down roots, got married, working here, been here almost as long as you, 11 years. And so it's been a great experience for me to be able to come out here, get to know a lot of people, develop a lot of friendships, create families out here as well too. And
well, you think of the implication of that scholarship you accepted. That brought you here, and you married somebody locally here, Amy Moon.
Yep.
And so here's your family living here, and so that was a result of you accepting that scholarship coming here.
That ripple effect.
And you brought, through the years with the rodeo team that we had here, you brought many students out here from the Wasatch Front who participated in the rodeo.
Yeah, throughout the state of Utah. In fact, a few of them are still out here as well as I am. I know 3 or 4 that have actually set down and live here full time and set roots, and so it is amazing what the financial support of scholarship will do for not only local students, but out area students who come here to finish school, not only be it rodeo team or, and no matter what degree they may go into. We have a lot of nursing students, we have a lot of business students, just to go down the line, but that scholarship does a lot of things for a lot of people.
What have you seen over the course of your dozen years or so here? I'm going to put you on the spot for a moment, but in your length of time here at USU, what has changed? How have the students changed? Our delivery methods definitely have changed, but how have you seen the growth of USU here in the Uinta Basin?
You know, I think that you're seeing a transition between commonly referred to as an extension. When I first came here, in fact, that was our title of our institution, was an extension, to university level. And you know, you mentioned in your announcements about Love Boat activity. The Love Boat activity, it was amazing to see what are considered a traditional age student there, the 18 to 24-year-old student who was there and decided to stay here to go to school for a semester, 2 semesters, or for the whole experience, their academic experience. We still, our average age is 29 of a student attending here at the Uinta Basin. It's actually dropped since...
So, I mean, a year or so ago it was 30, 31?
Yeah, and when I first started it was even higher. And so we still have a wide range of ages. Youngest is 17 all the way up to, I think our oldest is 72 this semester. But it seems that we're starting to show students here that we are a viable academic option for them to pursue their academic goals. Instead of going out to UVU or USU or U of U, they decide to stay here. And a lot of that is because we really try to show the scholarship opportunities that students may have here. Scholarships are very competitive, especially in bigger campuses, because they have numerous students and there's just a limited resource of money there available to them. And so the scholarships are very competitive. What we have out here is we have such an influx of money from generous donors that we're able to offer our students a wide variety of scholarship opportunities. In fact, you and I have been to all of our high schools here recently and offered what's called the Freshman Priority Scholarship to all graduating seniors within Uinta and Duchesne County School District. The scholarship requires graduation from high school.
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. And so it was great. We had assemblies. We visited with a lot of students. And I think those things are what I have seen throughout the 11 years that I've been here, is that that's the change, is that the younger student thinks, yep, I can stay here. There's a lot of opportunities here, not only student life opportunities, but academic opportunities with the financial support.
It becomes a viable option more than ever, and we barely got here at the time that the new building was built in Roosevelt. In fact, I got here just months after the ribbon cutting, and then with the tremendous buildings in Vernal. That's a great marketing piece that lured students here. But I think also it dealt with economic times and like you say, the need for money and help for one's education. Great discussion. We're going to be joined again with Josh Hunter in just a few moments about our specific scholarships, and again, that April 1st deadline. You don't want to forget. We'll be right back.
My name is Mike Christiansen. I currently teach organic chemistry here.
My name is Shirlene Law. I am a lecturer here at Utah State University, Uinta Basin in Family, Consumer, and Human Development.
My name is Rich Etchberger. I'm the wildlife science professor here at the Uinta Basin.
Hi, I'm Marilyn Kutch. I'm a lecturer, advisor, and director for the Secondary Teacher Education Program.
Welcome back to Aggie Update. We're joined again with Mr. Josh Hunter, Scholarship Coordinator, and a whole lot more at USU. And we've had a lot of fun off set. Josh and I work a lot together, and sometimes it's hard to get serious when we're on set together.
A little hard.
We color coordinated. We got the blue shirts going on, and
you got the memo.
We're happy to be Aggies, and it's good to have Josh on talking about scholarships. And I want to go back to the earlier mention of the incoming freshman scholarship, Josh. I think we went out to all the local high schools, specifically targeting the seniors, and hopefully this program will reach a lot of the parents of the seniors, because that's really who we want to be in front of as well. Because this is a scholarship that Josh mentioned earlier, that all you have to do is graduate from high school, or in some cases obtain a GED during that time of the year that your graduating class is getting ready to graduate. Turn in a scholarship application, and that's a very healthy scholarship, upwards of $1,500 I think a year. That's $750 a semester, and it's been interesting. I think we've had that scholarship a couple of years, and we've increased slightly the numbers, 20 to 30 students. And just like at the Love Boat, when we mentioned about the more of the traditional age showing up at the Love Boat, that's reminiscent of our scholarship increasing. We're getting more students of a traditional age. And I think a lot of it has to do with economic times, perhaps. And like you mentioned, our university status we've always had, but the removable extension names, we want to just make that clear to seniors and their parents that it's a wonderful option for students to start their college degrees here with us. They can always go away and come back, but what a great scholarship to await you when you graduate from high school.
Yeah, it is a great scholarship. And not only do we have that freshman scholarship, and that really just targets our graduating seniors, we have multiple scholarships that target a lot of different areas within our USU Uinta Basin offerings. We have a John N. Huntsman School Business Scholarship, we have a Till Scholarship, Parapro Scholarship, we have county scholarships for being county residents. So if you're a Duchesne County resident or a Uinta County resident, you're eligible for specific scholarships. And that's very, very important for students to really start thinking about, especially first-generation students, students who have not had a lot of experience with the college deadlines, all these applications and paperwork they have to go through, that it's February 20th, there's snow on the ground, and it's hard to think about fall semester and scholarships right now in February. But our scholarship deadlines are April 1st for our summer semester, and then we actually have another month, May 1st, for our fall and spring. And so those deadlines are very important for students to think about in the springtime for the following academic year. And we want our students to take advantage of those scholarship opportunities. We awarded over $280,000 worth of scholarships this current year that we're in, the 2012-2013 year. And we have that much financial support planned for next year as well too. But we can't give you a scholarship unless you apply. And they're an electronic application. Most scholarship applications take 3 to 5 minutes. It's very short, quick. A few require a short essay. They take just a few moments on what their academic goals are, what their background is, those type of things. Submit that online. It's on our Uinta Basin homepage, uintabasin.usu.edu. There's a big banner right there on the homepage. Also a scholarship link, you can click on that. But get your applications in. That's the biggest thing that I can share with students is just to get your applications in.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're welcome to call any one of us to help walk you through that. Like you said, the Google Doc is so easy, and it's literally just minutes to apply. And you know, there are academic scholarship students, and you'd be surprised that the GPA is not, you know, I remember my daughter going to the main campus, and she had a 3.8 GPA. And she qualified for a very small scholarship.
Yeah.
A 3.8 GPA would probably receive the largest academic scholarship.
Yeah.
So if you have a 3.0 GPA, hey, don't let that discourage you from applying for our academic scholarship or our general scholarships. We have a lot of scholarships, folks, so come and apply and meet those deadlines. And I will mention too, I think a little advertising campaign we're running is that you save a lot of money by staying home. And you literally, it costs right around $6,000 to live outside of your hometown with food, housing, and utilities and all the travel expenses. So you save about what the same amount of price tuition is if you stay home.
Yep.
And you know, I know there's reason to go and come back and to leave town, if you will, time to time for a lot of us and a lot of our children, but we want you to just be reminded we have a viable option here at the university right here in the Uinta Basin, and students are taking advantage of it. But again, we emphasize the need to turn in your scholarships by those deadline dates, because it comes upon us real quick.
Yeah, April 1st and May 1st.
And when they respond, Josh, you're going to be letting them know through letter that we received it, and let them know that they've been awarded.
We give notification whether they've been awarded a scholarship or if they weren't awarded a specific scholarship. So they receive an email notification and a old school letter notification.
Okay. Yeah. Both ways.
Both ways.
Old school for people like me.
Yeah.
You call me old?
It fits.
For more information about, thanks for joining us, I think,
Thanks.
Josh. For more information about scholarships, join us on our website at uintabasin.usu.edu. We've got multiple ways to reach our scholarship page. You can contact Josh Hunter or myself or any one of us to talk about scholarships. Thanks for joining me today on VTV, and this has been Aggie Update.
Hi, Josh Hunter.
And I'm Bob Peterson.
And we're both Aggies.
I'm a true Aggie, I don't know. You're not a true Aggie.
Not yet.
There's still hope.